Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight for the 2022 Evening of Hope and Possibilities celebration. We ask that you please direct your attention to the screens.
Trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon.
Good evening, everyone. I'm David Wade, news anchor at WBZ TV, and I'm so honored to welcome you to the 2022 Evening of Hope and Possibility. While I can't be there in person tonight, it means a lot to me to be able to stream in and join you for this very special evening for yet another year. And you are there in person together, and that is something to celebrate. I mean, look at the person across the table. Isn't it cool to see what they actually look like without a mask? To those of you streaming with me, thank you for joining us. The theme tonight is connection and community. It's been 3 long and very challenging years since this May community has been in one place at one time. Of course, so much has changed since we gathered in person in 2019. But what hasn't changed is the pressing need for autism services, the determination and grit of May Institute's 2,000 employees to deliver those services, and the love and support of the May community. I hope your evening has been terrific so far. I hope the wine tastes great, and I hope you didn't get stuck at a boring table. I'm just kidding. As we begin the program, I want to recognize the corporate and individual sponsors who have made financial contributions to support this event and, more importantly, May's work. A number of these sponsors, friends, and business partners have been with the May Institute for years. This includes Brown & Brown Insurance of Massachusetts, the lead sponsor for this evening's celebration, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts, HL Holdings, and Amplified Insurance Partners. They're all key sponsors for this event, and we are so thankful to them and to all of tonight's sponsors and donors. Your generosity is hugely appreciated. And one more note, you've taken a look at your program books. You know there are some fabulous live auction items available tonight, as well as some silent auctions online. I encourage you to raise those paddles, use those phones, and give generously. Your participation ensures the continuation of May Institute's vital work. And now I have the pleasure of introducing May Institute's President and CEO, Dr. Lauren Solitar.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. David is right. It has been 3 long and challenging years since this community has been together in one place. I cannot tell you what it means to welcome you here tonight in person to celebrate May Institute, to celebrate and recognize our individuals, families, employees, corporate partners, and donors. And to those of you who are here learning about us for the first time, we welcome you and thank you for joining us. As I think back over the 3 years since we last gathered in person for this event, our theme for this evening deeply resonates with me: connection and community. One of the definitions of community is a feeling of fellowship with others as a result of sharing common interests and goals. May Institute has always been a community. During its early days in the 1950s, the group of parents who came together to find a way to help their children truly did experience a feeling of fellowship. And that fellowship and the power of shared interests and goals has continued to this day. Community is also defined as a unified body of individuals. The May community has never been more unified or connected in spite of the emotional and practical challenges and physical barriers that resulted from the pandemic. May parents went months without being able to visit or hold their children. Several May employees chose to remain separated from their own families to take care of our individuals. Employees were often isolated with their teams in our residences. Other employees worked diligently to connect with students from our schools and adults from our day programs when learning was remote. Through all of these challenges, May Institute has been unified. We have pulled together and have been there for each other, sometimes in person, sometimes remotely, sometimes through kind words or deeds, and often in the face of hardship, fear, or uncertainty. I am enormously grateful to everyone in this far-reaching community. Welcome to tonight's celebration. And now, I am very happy to introduce to the stage Tom Best, founder of the Auction Collective in London. Tom is a former Christie's auctioneer and a contemporary art specialist. We were so fortunate to connect with Tom last year as he shepherded us through our first virtual auction during our first virtual event. And tonight, he is here with us in person from London. Welcome, Tom.
The expensive part of the evening. We have an extraordinary lineup of lots in the live auction and in the timed auction. The timed auction, go to the back of your booklet, look at the back and see the QR code in the corner, scan the QR code and you'll go through to the timed auction. If you don't know how to scan the QR code, just ask one of your neighbors to bid very generously on everything and we'll take it from there. But have a look at the timed auction. That's going to keep going on throughout the night, so have a look and bid away. The live auction is amazing. 6 magnificent, money almost can't buy experiences. That means 6 chances to bid, 6 chances to buy, 6 chances to play chicken with your neighbor across the table, 6 chances to just make a really, really lovely donation. Because they're so amazing, we're going to start with three of the live auction lots. Then we're going to take a break so everyone can calm down from the giddy heights and excitement of the auction, have another drink, call your bank manager, and get ready to fight for the next 3. And bidding couldn't be easier. I'm going to say a few words, shout out a few numbers, and then all you need to do is start waving at me. Just start waving. And keep waving. And the person with their hand up at the end wins a prize and magically loses a lot of money. So you've got your bidding paddles on the table. If you grab them and you start waving them during the auction, we'll know who you are, and then we'll make sure that you do pay. So, from those of you joining at home, a very warm welcome to tonight. You should have massive FOMO. It's a wonderful evening here. To place your bid, again, super simple. Just click on the Give Smart website, and one of the May Institute volunteers will start frantically screaming at me to make sure I haven't missed the bid. So just do it to see what happens there. So, 6 lots. We're going to start with the first 3, beginning with, back by popular demand, and an absolute banger to start the night. This is a private wine tasting with the legendary wine connoisseur, Bob Griffin, who, as well, is a long-term friend of the May Institute. And we actually sold this one last year to the Putnam family. Are you here? Putnam family. Oh. And Lauren, you went on this one as well? I certainly did. You did? And did you enjoy it? Was it good fun? It was incredible, and still recovering now. Still the bags of the hangover still there with the whole of the Putnam family. Wonderful. So you recommend it, highly recommend it? Excellent. So this is fantastic. You can get to choose any location. This is the wine tasting coming to you within Greater Boston, of course. You can have up to 12 of you, up to 12. Or it could just be a romantic, boozy evening for 2 of you. Bob might find that a little strange, but it's all for charity. And these are not any ordinary wines. These are 12 low-intervention natural wines from small family-owned vineyards in southern Italy. Sustainable, organic, biodynamic, anything but that kind of manufactured vino that you get off the shelf in the supermarket. This is beautiful. And you can tell retirement's been good for Bob, because he has actually personally visited each winery that's going to be in the tasting. You get cheese, meats, bread to pair with the wine, plus each guest gets a complimentary bottle of wine. So, who's going to start the bidding then for this one, for your private wine tasting session? Let's start the bidding. We want everyone to get involved in this, so we're going to start with this one really, really painfully low. Who's going to start the bidding? $200 only. 200, thank you. 200, 400, 600, 800 already with the Putnam family again. $800. No nonsense there. $800. Here it is with you at the moment. At $800. Bob better like you, because otherwise you're back again. $800 only at the moment for 12 bottles of wine each to take home, plus the 12 you're going to drink there. At $800, it's a bargain. Just go and keep the corkage. $800, $1,000. Thank you, sir, at the front. $1,000. $1,000. Hello, Putnams. $1,000. And you've moved on to coffee already. God. Trying to get onto the hard stuff straight away. $1,000. Would you like to go to $1,200? 1,200, it's ahead of you. 1,002. Thank you. Here it is at 1,002. Thank you. 1,200. 1,200. Bob's going to be really let down. Because you know him now personally. He's going to take it really to heart. So even just for Bob's sake, you want to bid? Yay? Don't look at him. Live wild. Make your own decision. It's just you and me. There's no one else. Let's go to 1,000. You're going on vacation. No, you're not. You're going to this wine. It's only another $200, surely. Wouldn't that be a good bid? Yeah. 1,400. Thank you. 1,004. Madam, now it's you. How funny. It's kind of how auctions work. How did you not see this coming? One more, madam? Yes? $1,600. Wonderful. Very dangerous to wave no. 1,600. She's going with Bob now. You happy about that? You'll see Bob too. Oh, gosh. $1,600. Anyone else? We're at $1,800. Thank you. 1,800 only. It's the first lot of the night. You're going to get the biggest round of applause. You will. It'll be huge. Look at your arm going up with an instant. 1,800. The gentleman's bid at the moment, but madam, surely. This isn't time to be chivalrous. This is an auction. 1,800. Here, have another sip of wine.
Is this Bob's wine?
This is Bob's wine, Bob's finest wine. He handpicked and stood on the grapes himself, and he washed his feet. 1,800. Would you like 2,000? Yes. Thank you so much for your bidding. We're $1,800 here at the moment. The gentleman's bid at 1,800. So would you like to make it 2,000 just to round it up? It's 1,800 with you at the moment and selling. Can we get a huge round of applause to the underbidders and the gentleman? It's sold for 1,800. Thank you. Paddle 174. Thank you. Right, lot number two. Lot number two. This is the week in the heart of Ibiza. From a Boston booze party, we move to Ibiza. This is another extraordinary lot. 6 nights stay in a beautiful apartment in the heart of the island's marina area. If you don't know Ibiza, perhaps you know it is Ibiza. It's a stunning... In Europe, we call it Ibiza. It's a stunning Spanish island in the Mediterranean with oodles of gorgeous coastline. The island has a wonderful balance of hardcore party nightlife and totally relaxing natural beauty. For this trip, you'll be staying in Las Boas, which is within walking distance of the bars, but also has some of the most beautiful views on Ibiza. And this is yours for 6 nights. A minor detail that you have to take it between November and April, but all the better for that because there'll be less people. So, a gorgeous trip to Ibiza. Let's start the bidding at $600 only. 600, thank you at the back of the room. 600, 800. $1,000, $1,200, $1,004, 1,600, 1800, 2,000, and 2, 2,400, 2,600. Bidding against yourself is so generous. $2,600, 2,800, $3,000, 3,200, 3,500. We're not finished yet. 3,500. Let's go to 3,800. 3,800 is bid at $3,800 only. $4,000. Here we go at $4,000. $4,000 over there in the corner. You're going to Ibiza. You're not. At the moment. There's a very easy way to change this. Just give me a wave. Little wave. $4,200 is bid at $4,200. In the corner, this is, don't know many people here, but I did meet the lady that's bidding now who said, my husband's not coming tonight, so I'm going to bid on everything. It's great to see you sticking to your word, madam. And if you are joining online, sir, thank you for your donation. But you don't have to take him. 4,200 is here. Would you like to go to 4,500? For a very good cause. I walk as well. 4,200. I came all the way from London. This distance isn't going to bother me. 4,200. Hello. $4,200. Would you like to go to 4,500? Yes.
I don't think I can.
Try one more. It'll be a wonderful surprise for your husband. It depends if you invite him, actually. 4,200. Would you like to go to 4,500? Yes. 4,200. Any other bidders? Is there any way, Eileen, Is there any chance at all we could possibly sell this twice? Yes? Yes? Madam, I've got good news. You were bidding at $4,000, and you're happy at that. If we can get another holiday, we could sell it to you for $4,000, and we'll sell it to you over there for $4,000. You don't have to go together. You go separate holidays. Would you still be up for that? It'd be double the amount for the charity. Yes? At $4,000. How many people? As many as you want. How many beds is a different question. Yes? So we're selling then here at $4,000 and over here, that's going to be $8,000 for the May Institute. Going once, twice. Sold and sold. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations. So we move on then to lot number 3, which my notes are closer to the table. Do you know what lot number 3 is? Where are we going? You're just making them up, sir. Right, we move on to lot number 3, which is totally wonderful and amazing. It's so good that just going to get up here to remind myself of how amazing it is. Oh, it's one of the best ones. The Hellsberg trip. Oh, 2 people get to go on a VIP wine tasting and foodie adventure to the Hellsberg, California. Ooh. This includes so many things. It starts with a private VIP tasting at the Settling Wines at Bacchus Landing, which are luxury wines and actually created by the first winemaker to make the Forbes 30 under 30. Very interesting team of people there. You get an elevated tasting experience at Aperiteur Cellars Estates, which begins with champagne on arrival, an amazing flight of wines with seasonal food. You get the premiere experience at the Matheson Hellsberg, which includes a 5-course tasting menu paired with award-winning wines. If in doubt, it just comes with wine, apparently. You get a $100 gift card to the Bacchus Landing Boutique Market, and you get to stay 3 nights in the new Hotel Trio in Hellsberg. And as ever with most of these auction prizes, it's not just any room. You get a Studio King suite. So much to do in this one. It's basically a lot of wine tasting, beautiful sunshine, and somewhere to stay. So let's start the bidding for this one. Surely we can't start any lower than $2,000? $2,000 to begin this one. $2,000. $2,000. Thank you. 2,000 is bid. 2,000, 2,400, 2,000. Whoa, 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 no collusion here. They're in-laws. Ex-in-laws now, aren't you? $2,200. And the in-laws say, let them take it. Gosh, there's history here, isn't there?
There is.
Do you want to just bid 2,600 and I'll leave you alone? 2,400 with these people over here. At 2,400, any other bidders? At 2,400, 2,600, thank you, with confidence there. Do you know this person as well? Are you going to intimidate them? It's a mafia move going on here. 2008 will be next. 2008. 3,000. Now you're being generous. Right, we'll go back to the in-laws then. 3,000. Would you like to bid now? They've backed out. No, they've dropped out. They can't afford it. They said, you guys, the in-laws with all the money. 3,200! There they are. We know which side of their family does philanthropy. 3,200. Would you like to bid? Waving no is so dangerous. 3,200 over here with this gentleman at 3,200. 3,200 at the moment. 3,002. 3,005. 3,500. And we go up in the auction. I remember my first auction. How you doing? Let's bid one more. 3.8 is bid, ladies and gentlemen. 3,800. Thank you. Thank you. There wasn't a shred of happiness in that one. 3,800, already with buyer's regret, and we haven't even sold it. 3,800 is here. It's with you. Any other bids at 3,800 only? 3,800 for the wine lovers. 3,800. It's a wonderful donation. It's a great bid. Thank you so much. And we can sell it for 3.8. It's yours. Sold for 3,800. So that's the first 3 lots of the live auction. I'll be coming back with the next 3. So do get your calculators out and really look through what you're going to be bidding on. There is still the online auction, so do scan that QR code and get bidding there. The raffle tickets will be running out shortly, so again, flag down the team and buy your raffle tickets. And now, I don't normally get excited about insurance. But as you know, Brown & Brown Insurance is the lead sponsor for tonight's event. They are a long-time business partner with an extensive history of giving to May Institute. And so I know we all, everyone here, because everyone is a supporter of May, I know all of us are tremendously grateful to them for their ongoing generosity and their leadership role this year. So it's my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Steve Peck, who is the founding partner at Brown & Brown Insurance and the person responsible for creating the philanthropic connection between May Institute and Brown & Brown. Steve has personally been involved with the May Institute for many years, serving on its philanthropy committee and supporting its work and events in many significant ways. So much so that back in 2009, May Institute even honored Steve with its first Philanthropy in Business Award in recognition of his exceptional commitment to the organization. So, this man deserves an enormous welcome from us all, and not just because of his amazing work, but also because it's his birthday. And we've put on this amazing night just for him. So I'm about to welcome him to the stage, and when I'm going to do that, I want to hear the loudest clapping, foot stomping, Boston whooping, and hollering welcome for Mr. Steve Peck, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday, Steve.
I have to come on after him. You'll be severely disappointed. And I'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Lauren Solitar tonight, too. I didn't learn we had the same birthday till tonight. That explains really nothing. So no, seriously, folks, it is a great honor and a pleasure and a privilege to be here tonight with you all. It's exciting to be out. I mean, it's been a long slog, and it feels a little strange, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to see everybody, and thank you for coming. It's been an affiliation between our company and the May team for, I don't even know, 20 years. And I'll only echo what really folks said better than me before, which is when you work with a company like we have the May Institute for that long, you get to know about the work, and you get to know the people, both the management, obviously, because that's who our regular folks are, but when you volunteer, you meet the staff and you meet the clinical workers, and I have to really say that it's an amazing group of people. We deal with lots of organizations, a lot of nonprofits, and the May stands out. It's got a great, caring team, and the people that do this work, they're not in it for the remuneration. They're in it because they're great, caring, empathetic people. And they do the work because it's rewarding to them because of the kind of people that they are. So when we saw COVID hit, and the way that they pivoted and they managed through this was truly amazing. we're in the insurance business, and I know you're all thrilled to see me up here. Here's the insurance guy in a suit, the short old bald guy. But, you know, we wrote a check, so they had to have me say something, and I'm really rusty, so forgive me. But, you know, for us, on a scale of 1 to 10, the whole COVID thing, I'll be honest, it was probably under a 5. You know, we can work remotely, but for someone like the May Institute, and I don't like to give out 10s because I have kids and I just don't believe in giving out 10s because of my Irish background maybe, but and I won't even go into the whole therapy thing. But it's really been awesome to see them and how wonderful that they have done this work, how hard it is, because when you think about a residential program with developmentally disabled adults and kids, they can't work remote like we can with my team, right? And we found it hard and challenging. It's not easy. And then they had the problem of testing and masks and gloves. If you remember the bags from the grocery store out in the garage, I can't touch them for a day. Imagine what it was like working in a home. And as Lauren said, you've got people who have families at home and they're staying overnight. I mean, the incredible way that they all stepped up. So just thought that, just to know how hard they worked. And that's one of the reasons we're here tonight. We're not only here to celebrate for the work that they do and the hope and the possibility that they provide to the families, for the care that they provide in changing lives. We're also here because those masks, those gloves, those testing, the state didn't budget for any of those. They had to dig in deep, and they really need your help. They're in great shape, they're doing great work, it's a great organization, but at the same time, the business they're in, they really do need and count on people like us. So please, I know I will be raising my hand, maybe not the last one, but he's very convincing. I'm amazed. I'm like, I hope he doesn't come to my table and do that to me. And my wife's not here, so that's good. She won't be spending all that money. But I hope that you all do the best you can. And I want to really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all being here. And I appreciate your time and your attendance and all that you do. Have a good night.
For many of us, the pandemic started and we just went to our home office. But for so many people, that is not what happened. They put on their protective equipment and they came to work, And, it speaks for itself.
We were blessed with a group of staff who just did not give up. They came to work every day to support the people that we serve, children in the schools and the residences, the adults in our programs, going above and beyond. Despite their own fear and despite the unknown of COVID-19, our staff just never gave up.
We have students who would get onto Zoom and work with their teachers one-to-one. We had other students who we would create videos for. And we would send those materials and the videos to the parents, and then we would set up Zoom sessions with the parents so that we could help coach them and work with them and answer any questions.
And we started hearing about remote learning, and I'm thinking, there's no way. I can't teach him. It was amazing how they could get us to help him. I don't know how else to describe it. Very detailed with the instructions, and Thomas took to it, and it was working. I feel like I'm getting an education in how to help my son learn.
Despite the family obligations and schools being closed and, employees struggling with kids at home and remote and doing their jobs, they've remained committed to the safety and wellness of the individuals we serve.
And we just have some of the most dedicated staff you've ever seen. And I think proof of that could not be more evident than those who showed up every day during the pandemic.
My son Liam is in a residence at the May and was coming home on weekends. But when he couldn't come home due to COVID, it was very hard not to have that access and FaceTime with him. There were days that I just, was missing him so bad and really, really felt really low It's terrible not to be able to see and touch your child, to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and to be able to come back together and have those visits in the backyard were amazing. I felt like I won the lottery. Just being able to see him and play with him in the backyard. We were thrown a lifeline in the May, and they've changed everything in Liam's life, in our lives, to give us hope for the future and what he'll be as a young man.
Absolutely wonderful, wonderful videos. Absolutely incredible. And thank you, Steve and Brown & Brown. Thank you so much for your continued support and commitment. But also thank you for the next lot. Seamless transition, that one. Lot number 4, we continue. We move away from fine dining and wine to ship's biscuits and salt water with Captain Cape Cod himself, Steve Peck. So, this is a day of sailing in the stunning Cape Cod with probably the one professional you do want on board when you're out at sea, an insurance founder. And of course, the man of honor, Captain Steve Peck. That's a great ring to it. I hope they call you that in the office. You'll hop on board the 46-foot yacht at Woods Hole in Falmouth, and you'll set sail around the Cape, singing sea shanties and swinging from the mast. Guaranteed an insurance dream. You'll get lunch, snacks, refreshments, and you can either be hands-on, learning how to sail and getting the full education in the best way to sail, or you can just kick back and treat Steve as your personal water-based chauffeur. I hope you're happy with all of this. There's a bit of ad-libbing in here, but it's kind of guaranteed now. So for this lot, and feel absolutely no pressure that he's in the room, let's start the bidding at $500 only. $500 to begin this one. Thank you. $500 is bid. $500 starts us off at $500. Any of his colleagues stepping up to this one? So he's at your table, guys. $600! One of your staff did do this. $600 at the moment. $600. Let's go to $700. $700 is bid. $800 at the back. $900 here now. $900. $1,000. Thank you. At $1,000. Your bid, sir. $1,000. Any more here? $1,100. Unlimited wine for the captain as well. This is turning more and more dangerous. $1,100. Unlimited wine. There we are. $1,200. All you can drink booze cruise. $1,200 is yours at the moment. $1,200. $1,300. $1,300. You don't have to go sailing. You could just sit in his boat and drink. $1,400 is bid. Blame it on seasickness. $1,500. At $1,500. You're going to have to supply a lot of wine now. $1,500. Any more bids from you at the back? At $1,500. Yes? Surely one more. Bidding costs nothing. Just a game of chicken. One more for the May Institute, for Captain Cod's reputation. $1,500 is here with you and selling to you then. It's a wonderful donation. Thank you so much, Steve, for donating this. And it's a great bid. $1,500 is sold to you. Thank you very much. And your paddle number, 234. Wonderful. Thank you, Steve. And good luck. Lot number 5. This is the Banff and Lake Louise. This is Oh Canada. And this, again, is another fantastic lot. A 6-night trip, including flights, for 2 people to some of the most beautiful destinations in Canada. You get a 2-night stay in a junior suite at the Fairmont Palacier in Calgary. Then you get up to 4 nights in your choice of junior suites, either at the Banff Fairmont Resort or the Lake Louise one. Breakfast is included within all of them, and you can stay in all 3 hotels, or you could just pick your favorite one and stay there. And these are the Fairmont hotels. This isn't some kind of cheap roadside motel. This is the full Fairmont luxury hospitality. The Banff Springs Fairmont is on Condé Nast's gold list as one of the top 500 hotels in the world. The Fairmont Chateau on Lake Louise is called the Diamond in the Wilderness. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at it there, framed by these majestic mountains, the glaciers in the background, this blue water, absolutely stunning. So this is yours, the flights, the 6-night trip, and your choice of the Fairmont. Let's start the bidding at this one. Where can we start for this? Surely no lower than $2,000. $2,000. Thank you at the back of the room. $2,000 straight away. 2,200 is here. Thank you. 22, 25, 28, 3,000 is yours, madam. $3,000 now. 3,2, 3,5 in a new place. 3,8 in a new place. 4,000. 4,002. 4,5. 4,8. $5,000. Thank you. On my table as well. Thanks. 5,000. 5,200. Come on, you're on my table. You can't. 5,200. Do you know this man that you're asking to bid? 4,200. 5,200. 5,500. 5,500. Thank you. Should we go to 6,000? Let's round it up. 6,000. Thank you. $6,000. 6,000. Ooh. It's 6,000 there. It's just ahead of you with this gentleman. Unless you want to go with him, you're going to have to bid. I like how you're checking him out, though, just to see. Wow. Can you get him to stand up? This is... Sir, how much do you like the charity? Because this got weird. $6,000, 6,500 is bid now. $7,000. 7,000. Sir, it's 7,000. Would you like to go with her? We could arrange this. 3 bids, 7,500. I'm going to need a lawyer. 7,500, it's yours at the moment. Any more bids? At 7,500. So it turns out he's the one that's got more money than him. $7,500. With you at the back at 7,500. At 7,500 now. 7,500. Any other bids? For the Fairmont. The luxury. Canada. It's an amazing lot. The only thing missing is Celine Dion in this lot. 7,500. Any further bids? We're at 7,500. Last chance at 7,500. One more. Any more? 7,500. I just really want another bid. 7,500. All done then. Can we get a huge round of applause? Going once, twice. It's sold for $7,500. Thank you. So the next one, the last lot in the live auction, the last chance to really kind of like publicly show off how generous you are in the live auction. This is lot number 6, the trip to New York City. I have no idea why you'd want to leave Boston, but if you do, this is the fabulous New York City package, which said like that sounds like something else. So this is for 2 people, and it includes 2 nights at the Maritime Hotel in a superior queen bedroom, $150 gift card to Tao Downtown, which is a mouth-watering restaurant serving Pan-Asian cuisine. And, this is the best thing about this lot, 2 tickets to a Broadway show of your choice. And I've been reliably informed by the May team that they've got very good contacts who are supplying these tickets. So these are going to be very good seats. So exceptional seats at your choice of Broadway show, including Hamilton, Tina, Wicked, Aladdin, Funny Girl, The Music Man, Hamilton. So, where do we start the bidding for this one? 2 nights in the hotel, $150 gift card for the restaurant, and 2 tickets to a Broadway show of your choice, Hamilton. And let's start the bidding let's start it at $200. $200 only. Thank you. 200 is bid. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800 is here. 800, 900. $900 now. $1,000. 1,100. At 1,100. 1,002, 1,003. Thank you. In the middle now. At 1,003. 1,003, 1,004. At 1,004. 1,004, 1,005 is bid. 1,600 we go. 1,700. 1,800. 1,900. 2,000. 2,200. You know what I said about this being the last chance to... Let's go. 2,400. 2,600. Almost the same price as going to Ibiza. $2,600 is very, very generous. It's yours at the moment in the middle of the room. 2006. Maybe you could take your in-laws that you told to stop bidding. It's going to be so awkward at Christmas. 2006, go to 2,800. Yes. 2,800. 3,000 is bid. $3,000 is bid. It's yours in the center of the room. Now, I know how you said you didn't want me to come to your table. Do you want to go to New York? You could sail there. $3,000 in the center of the room. It's a very, very generous donation. It's been a brilliant auction. It's $3,000. Can we get a round of applause for all the underbidders, everyone who donated? And this gentleman in the middle of the room is sold to you for $3,000. Thank you. Wonderful. And relax. Relax and get into the timed auction. Scan it in, get bidding. There's still so many great auction lots on the timed auction. But now, back to the serious stuff. Shh. If you attended May's virtual event last year, I'm sure that you will remember Ellen Hollis, one of the many May mums who very kindly offered us a glimpse of her family story. I'm pleased to say that we've got a video on Ellen's story to show you now.
You asked me what it's like to be the mother of an autistic child. Well, I can tell you, it isn't easy. It's challenging and emotional. It's difficult and exhausting. It's heartbreaking. It's often isolating and feels like it is never ending. And yes, we sometimes cry ourselves to sleep. We deal with our children's behaviors and outbursts. We painstakingly watch them struggle to learn a simple skill. We feel their pain as they cope with anxiety and social awkwardness. Yet, we try to put our best foot forward to be a typical family, knowing that we are different. We think of the family outings and vacations that we forgo because we know our autistic child could never cope. We endure the social stigma, the sleepless nights. We try to explain to siblings the idiosyncrasies of autism and why we cannot do things like other families. It's never easy. It's a long day, it's a long week. It's truly a marathon. However, if you ask me what is it like to be a May mother, I can tell you that it's easier. I am the mother of Erin, a 28-year-old autistic young woman. Erin has been with the May since the age of 2. Being a May mother is hopeful, it's rewarding, it's enlightening. Yes, it remains challenging, yet it is less lonely. There is a sense of belonging, a sense of community. There is always a helping hand, a shoulder to lean on. The possibilities the May offers our children allows a mother to hope, to dream, and to vision the absolute best future for their child. A May mother carries a heavy heart, yet the burden is lightened by the highly trained and dedicated May staff. A May mother has confidence in the proven educational methodologies and clinical support of the May. A May mother can smile and rest easy, sometimes, as she watches her child develop, learn, and grow. Being a May mother gives us inner strength to keep moving forward. We look at our children with eyes filled with optimism for a fulfilling and happy life. The May truly is an answer to a mother's prayers, and I hope you will answer the call this evening. My name is Ellen Hollis, and I am Erin's mom.
And now, it is with absolute honor that I'm about to welcome Ellen to the stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give another May Institute round of applause, cheer, whoop, holler, and an enormous welcome to Ellen Hollis.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I am Ellen, Erin's mom, and this is our story. In 1984, I graduated from Boston College and soon married Craig, who is seated before me. We began our life together in a cozy 3-bedroom cape in Scituate. Our firstborn was Kathleen Mary, who was streaming us live from San Francisco. When Kathleen was just 20 months old, our second beautiful daughter, Erin Elizabeth, arrived. Our little home and family were now complete. We were thrilled to watch our daughters grow and interact with each other. Everything was perfectly normal until Erin was about 15 months. We started having concerns around her delayed language, lack of eye contact, hand flapping, and overall non-responsiveness. She was not engaged in our family life like you would expect a little one to be. After various hearing tests and a comprehensive evaluation at Children's Hospital, it was July 1994 when our hopes and dreams for our little family came crashing down. Erin was only 22 months old when Craig and I learned that she was autistic. The doctor had little advice to give, but she did scribble the words May Institute on the edge of the diagnostic sheet and pass it to us. I soon found the May Institute and connected with their home-based services program. Little did I know that it would become a lifelong partnership. Bridget was our first home-based therapist. She came into our lives with the sole purpose of helping Erin re-engage with our family and to pull her out of her deep isolation. Our charming little playroom for our 2 little girls was now turned into a therapeutic training session for Erin and Bridget. I must tell you that the first few months of those ABA sessions, applied behavioral analysis, were heartbreaking. Bridget worked with Erin simply to attempt to have Erin look at her, or to hand her a block, or to just sit quietly for 10 seconds. Yet, our Erin would have none of that. She simply screeched and tantrumed the entire session. This went on for weeks. My Erin was lost and didn't want to be found. My heart ached. Many a day, I just wanted to stop the therapy and politely ask Bridget to just go away. It was killing me to listen to my little girl scream and cry so intensely, yet I knew I had to endure these early sessions and keep the faith that Bridget in the May could help us. Over time, the tantrums became less intense. I could hear Bridget saying, "Good job." I could hear the clink of the block going into the bucket. It was working. We could do this. As Erin began to engage, Bridget invited me to join them, teaching me how to interact with Erin. Bridget even gave me little homework assignments. I, too, took behavioral data, timed our interactions, and ran repetitive trials. Who knew? I saw the ABA therapy working, and I wanted to help Erin every second of every day. We soon added additional May therapists to our home program. One of their immediate goals was to provide Erin, who was nonverbal, with tools to help her communicate and reduce some of her frustration. Hand over hand, they taught Erin how to sign more, all done, break, help. These simple signs and gestures would allow Erin to interact with us and provide her some sense of control. The therapist had a deliberate teaching method, with each step of the process broken down so as to not further overwhelm Erin. It was a painstaking process and took many months, yet the team never gave up. We had all hands on deck. When Erin turned 3, it was time to enroll in the May preschool program in Arlington. Some of our friends couldn't imagine us sending our 3-year-old in rush hour traffic up the expressway and north to Arlington. Yet we knew it had to be the May way or no way. So we prepared Erin's little backpack each morning and sent her off at 7 a.m. in the van. There, the May team reinforced Erin's signs and began to engage her in activities such as doing simple puzzles, shape sorting, and turn-taking with her peers. When Erin turned 5, she was able to enroll in the May Braintree School just 35 minutes away. It wasn't the local neighborhood kindergarten, yet to us, she was close to home. I met often with her teachers as they guided us through the world of autism. We soon began to enlist Erin's teachers to help us after school. We wanted to make sure Erin's home environment and therapeutic ABA approach was consistent across all settings. Soon, Erin's sister Kathleen and her little friends and cousins were all signing more and asking for drinks and cookies with sign language. We were now all fully immersed in the May way. Erin's teachers were truly becoming part of our family. When I look back on it now, these great young women Colleen, Crystal, Sue, and Allison, to name a few, were only in their 20s, yet our family was completely dependent on their expertise, support, and dedication. They truly cared about our Erin and wanted to see her succeed. And tonight, one of those dedicated and wonderful women, Sue Hodgson. Stand up, Sue. Sorry. Sue worked with us for at least 10 years in our home And I just can't thank her enough for everything she's done for our family and all of the May Center teachers. You guys are unbelievable. Okay, I'm off script. Okay, so to continue, that was the worst part. I'm good now. Okay, our May team diligently worked with Erin on her self-care skills, interactive play, and simple table manners. I can recall a few flying dinner plates soaring across the kitchen, yet the May girls knew just how to respond and eventually eliminate the behavior. I vividly recall one of their loftier goals, which was to teach Erin how to tie her shoes. Not so simple in the world of autism. They broke down every itty-bitty stage of the shoe tying process into manageable steps and diligently charted her progress. I wasn't sure if they could ever reach this goal, but they did. Just like they achieved the goal of hand washing, toileting, zipping her pants, and putting on her socks. The May team also tirelessly worked to reshape Erin's behaviors. Her jumping, flopping to the ground, tantrums, throwing objects, and even biting herself. They guided her to more appropriate responses and praised her good behavior. We constantly were singing our Hooray for Erin jingle. Now, think for a moment of a 5 or 6-year-old that you know. They tell you when they're hungry. They tell you when they're not feeling well. They ask you questions, often ad nauseum. They chat away with their little friends, playing and pretending. Now imagine that child can't talk. For autistic children, the art of communication is not natural. It must be learned and practiced, and it's different for each autistic child. The May recognizes this and provided Erin, who is nonverbal, with further tools to help her communicate. They taught her additional simple signs, utilized picture exchanges to request her wants and needs, and schedule boards to help reduce Erin's anxiety. They further tried to reinforce any utterance of a word that Erin might try to emulate with picture icons throughout our home. In 2004, at the age of 12, Erin moved to the beautiful new May School campus in Randolph. Craig and I decided it would be a good time to do our due diligence and check out the other area programs for autistic children. We met with administrators, teachers, and staff, yet we kept walking away saying it's just not the May. It was confirmed Erin would be part of the May forever. Erin remained on the Hill, as we lovingly referred to the Randolph May School, until she was 22. Her goals, although simple in nature, were necessary for her to achieve in order to become somewhat independent and to feel secure in our world. I recall staff rejoicing in the fact that Erin consistently hung up her coat and backpack as opposed to throwing it on the floor, and that she completed her picture matching task 90% of the time for 3 consecutive days. The May charts and graphs everything. They slice and dice the data to make sure that your child is progressing. When Erin turned 19, we decided to move her during the school week to a May Center group home. This would allow Erin to become more independent while giving Kathleen, Craig, and me the opportunity to have a break from the day-to-day hardship of living with autism. The May group home further enhanced every opportunity for Erin to develop and progress. Ultimately, she was not ready to participate in a vocational training program, yet she was able to reach her own personal goals, and that was a dream come true. In 2014, at the age of 22, Erin graduated from the May School. As you might imagine, it was a bittersweet transition for all of us. Erin remains nonverbal. She is unable to read or write and has many deficits that prevent her from excelling in life like you or me. Nonetheless, Erin is happy and can regulate herself throughout her day-to-day routine. She delights in listening to music, swimming, playing with blocks, having books and poems read to her, and hanging out at home with her family. Erin is now 29 years old, lives in a group home, and of course attends the May Adult Day program. Here, Erin participates in cooking classes, community outings, exercise activities, and her all-time favorite, Friday afternoon dance party. Despite her many challenges, Erin is a sweet and beautiful young woman. We cringe when we think, where would we be today without the May? As the May celebrates 67 years of helping others, the Hollis family, with heartfelt gratitude, thanks the May for truly giving us 27 years of hope and possibility and of community and connection. Thank you.
Ellen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for not just sharing your May story, but giving a wonderful insight and introduction to your beautiful and wonderful family. Thank you. I know it's really helped me, and I'm sure many others here, understand not only the important role that the May plays, but also the relationship, the strength of that relationship. It sounds as though Bridget, Sue, Colleen, and the rest of the team really are part of the Hollis family. So thank you so much for giving that incredible insight. Thank you. And it's incredible to hear about this relationship and this support. But this support, this work, unfortunately, it doesn't just run on good vibes and positive thinking. It needs funding. It needs cash to carry on supporting Erin and the Hollis family and many others like them. And we've had the live auction. We've still got the timed auction going on. You've got the raffle. These are wonderful moments to make a donation and get something in return for it. But we've got one more ask from you, and it's a completely out there ask. We're asking for you to make a pledge without getting a fun holiday in return, without getting a wine fridge in the online auction. This is asking for a completely selfless, generous pledge, a one-off donation to the May Institute, because they really could use your support. So if there is anyone in here feeling that they've just got that one more bit of energy to spend, that one more bit of cash, maybe you missed out in an auction, maybe you've just realized that you've sold an experience on your boat for a lot of money and are going to have to work out how to get that back. I'm going to go through these different pledge levels and talk about the kind of things that this money could fund, the opportunities, the catalysts it will make to making change at the May Institute. All you need to do, if you feel you can match one of these, is just put your hand up, raise your paddle in the air, keep it there and absorb the enormous round of applause you're going to get from everyone. Take it in, wait until I've called out your number so we really know who you are, and then we'll move on to the next one. But just know that when you're doing it, know that the May, the Hollis family, and many, many others are going to be so grateful for your donation, for your work, because this can't happen without the funding. And that's why we're all here tonight. So, the first one is outrageously high. So let's go big to begin with. The first one is $10,000. A $10,000 gift, it can purchase an interactive whiteboard for one of the May schools. And these whiteboards are so key. They're so important to improve communication skills. For example, students with physical challenges who might have trouble holding a pencil can use the touch-sensitive whiteboards and interact with the content. But, as with most things, they're expensive and sadly not covered by state funding. So, is there anyone in here who feels that they can stretch to a $10,000 donation, a $10,000 pledge that could fund something like the interactive whiteboard or go towards the construction of a new playground for one of the schools? If there is, please put your hand up and get ready for the most enormous window-shattering applause from everyone. Is there anyone at $10,000? Anyone at all? And I know you've been so generous with the live auction, buying tickets, bidding in the timed auction, the raffle. Anyone at $10,000? Anyone at all? It's a huge ask, but I thought I'd try. $10,000. Anyone at all? The lady that's just come back from the loo. This is a lot of pressure. $10,000. Waving at just the right moment. $10,000. Anyone at 10,000? 10,000. It was a huge ask, but I thought I'd try. So why don't we go to something a little bit easier, perhaps? $5,000. $10,000? $10,000 is here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. 10,000. Thank you so much. Paddle number 187. And another $10,000 here. Paddle 359. Thank you. $10,000 here and $10,000 here. Anyone else? Anyone else at $10,000? 10,000. Thank you so much. That's amazing. So generous. I went down to 5,000 and you guys jumped back up. Does anyone want to do 20 then? Pushed my luck. That's really incredibly kind. Thank you. He now takes a very large sip of wine. $10,000. Wow. Thank you. 5,000. Let's try 5,000. Unless anyone wants to interrupt me again and shout out 10. $5,000. Now this can purchase the iPads that are so necessary, and they come with their protective casing, and they could fund iPads for the entire classroom. So, is there anyone in here that could make a pledge of $5,000? $5,000. Or 10? $5,000. Anyone at $5,000? $5,000. Thank you so much. Can we get a round of applause? It's $5,000 here. Thank you so much, sir. $5,000. Anyone else? Let's go paddle 174. At $5,000. Anyone else? We'll go around the room. Anyone else at $5,000? Paddle 361. Thank you. $5,000. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You can genuinely go home, all of you, knowing that you will have made a tangible difference to the May Institute and all the people that they work with. So thank you so much. These aren't small numbers. The next one, $2,500. $2,500 can help fund the purchase of a treadmill or other exercise equipment to provide opportunities for physical activity. Or it can help purchase the speech apps for the schools to be used on iPads with the students. And these speech apps are extraordinary. They help people who are unable to speak so they can develop communication and language skills. You can select a real recorded voice that speaks for them when they touch the symbols. And you see many children in the May schools and programs who are not yet verbal using speech apps on their iPads to communicate. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing bit of technology. For only $2,500. Let's start over here. $2,500. Thank you so much, Steve. Thank you. Already so generous. Thank you. Paddle 120. $2,500. Going around the room. Anyone else at $2,000? Thank you. Paddle 258. Paddle 205 as well at $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500? $2,500. Anyone else at all? Anyone else? Okay, we'll move on then. Thank you. Move on to $1,000. This can help enhance the residents in May schools and adult programs. Did you know they operate in more than 100 group homes? More than 100. So there always is a need to buy new furniture and add play equipment, fresh paint, or just enhance the homes in many different ways. $1,000. $1,000 could also fund a technology room with the desks and chairs designed for the students and adults in the schools. So, anyone at $1,000, we'll start on this side of the room again. $1,000. Anyone at 1,000? 1,000, thank you very much. A round of applause for all these people. Paddle 224, paddle 173, paddle 189. Anyone? Paddle 265 in the back of the room, thank you. Paddle 219, 216, 215, 218, 213, 212, 203, and 209. All at 1,000. Paddle 226. The lady that went to the loo at the wrong time. $1,000. That is amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was wonderful. Let's do it again. Right. Let's go on to $500. $500, this can expand the learning for children and adults through enrichment programs such as art or music classes. A great example of the art classes are the mini art canvases on your tables. Every one of them painted by individuals in May centres and programs across multiple states. $500 can also purchase an iPad for the staff to use during an ABA session. That's the bit for the data collection to keep measuring and improving things and learning. So $500. We're going to start on this side of the room. This is a popular corner now. $500. Although I feel you might have just spent all your money. $500. Anyone? Thank you. Paddle 209. 209. Paddle 186. Paddle 180. Thank you very much. 176. 251. 195. Thank you. 126. 277. Paddle 234. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 360. Thank you, thank you, thank you again. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Right, I don't know how far we're going to get now. Running out of money rapidly. Everyone's saying yes at all the high values. Okay, so $250 now. $250 can buy the outdoor games and equipment for group homes in adult services and in the schools. This is things like the giant ring toss and outdoor bowling, cornhole, big balls and soft frisbees. Basically, to create homes that truly feel like a home for children and adults. That familial feeling. So, anyone at $250? At $250. Let's start in this corner again. $250. Anyone that can make a pledge of $250? Just raise your paddle at $250. $250. Everyone's spent. $250. Thank you very much. A round of applause, please. Paddle 236 and paddle 152 at $250. Anyone else? Anyone? Okay, then. We're going to go straight down to $100. $100 only. I mean, just don't take your taxi home tonight and walk and just give the $100 tonight. $100 helps to buy noise-cancelling headphones to muffle out the intensity of loud noises. Loud noises may be painful to individuals with autism, and there's a sense of feeling overwhelmed. And you may notice that many people with autism cover their ears to try to block out the noise. Noise-cancelling headphones can help so much. Only for $100. No idea where they got them for $100. That sounds far too cheap. Dealing with stolen goods now. Okay, so 100. This is the last one. So as many paddles in the end. Can we get the huge round of applause to everyone? And we're going to start the numbers on this side. Everyone's just making this selfless one-off donation. Right. 121, 286, 285, 291. Thank you. 134. Keep the applause going for these people. $100. 227, 229. 352, thank you. 310, thank you very much. 176 at the back of the room. 142, 253, 327. Keep the applause going for these people. 140, 169, 222. Anyone else at $100? Anyone else at all? Anyone? That's the end of me shouting at you to pay more money. But don't feel you need me every time. If you do have any more that you'd like to donate, or if there was an even bigger number you're thinking of, then do just speak to the May team, speak to the team here tonight, and double that number and write the check. It is all incredibly, incredibly, hugely appreciated. Gosh, I'm absolutely knackered. What an extraordinary night. So, as we close tonight's celebration, it is my pleasure to welcome to the stage another May superhero, the chairman of May Institute's board of directors and the chair of its philanthropy committee, Neil Todrees, and before he comes up on stage, because we're going to have to do one more last huge round of applause for the birthday girl, Lauren Solitar. Welcome onto the stage. And we were this close to singing happy birthday. So we now have, it's now time to pick the raffle tickets, the prizes. 150 tickets, 6 prizes. Everyone who bought a ticket does get one of the artworks. I don't know what the procedure is there, so probably just grab. So the first one, this is for a $750 Visa gift card, goes to
161006.
161006. That's $750 Visa gift card, which you could donate back to May. So they didn't win the tickets to Hamilton, which we're going to pull out at the end. Okay, the next is if you've won this, just stand up and one of the team will come over and they'll give you the prize. So if nobody stood up, just anyone stand up. There we are, gentlemen at the back. Congratulations, you've won this. Okay, next is the beautiful matted and framed artwork by child served at May Institute.
161038. 161038.
036. 036. Anyone at this one? Yes, congratulations. And I'm so sorry to 138. So the next is another artwork by a child served at May Institute.
161031.
161031. There we are at this table. Thank you. Congratulations. Next is a $500 wine tasting for up to 20 people. So, $500 wine tasting at Total Wine for up to 20 people. The number is
161024.
I take it it's not you. 024. Over here. Congratulations. Next one is another artwork by a child served at May Institute, and this is
161017.
017. And the last one tonight, this is 2 tickets to Hamilton in New York, or any other Broadway show if you wish. And it is...
If your ticket ends in 014, you win the tickets.
014. 014 at the back of the room. Thank you. Wonderful. And that is the end of my part. Thank you so much for everyone who bid in tonight's auctions. Thank you.
Well, congratulations on all the raffle winners. And this has been a great event. Hey, last year I closed the event. It was a virtual event, and I said, hope to see you this year. And sure enough, here we are. We've learned a lot over the last few years, and we take nothing for granted. That includes your presence here tonight, your support, and your enthusiasm. So on behalf of the board of directors of the May Institute, I thank you. Another thing that we don't take for granted is the tenacity and grit of our May staff. They are the soul of the May Institute. And I would like the staff members to stand up, and I think that we should give them a very long round of applause. Thank you. So on behalf of the Board of Directors, I thank you for everything that you've done over the years, and particularly the past 2 years, for your love of the work and the individuals we serve, and for taking us into the future. We are in good hands. I'd also like to thank Ellen Hollis for a very moving speech tonight. And also, yeah, definitely. And also all the parents of May, family members of May, guardians of May. You are the community of May, and you mean so much to all of us, and thank you so much. Hey, I want you to know something. We broke a record tonight. This gala is the best gala that May has ever had. We've raised the most money ever. Thanks to all of you. It's awesome. I have to tell you, there's a lot of great prizes that were won today and bid on. Spent a lot of money. I know Ibiza. I've stayed at that apartment in Ibiza. So if you're going to Ibiza, let me tell you something. Across the street from there is a nightclub called Leo's. You could Google it. I went there with an associate of mine. When you go to Spain, they eat dinner at 10:30 at night. So we sat down at 10:30 at night. There was a cabaret. Then at 1 o'clock, they turned it into a disco. And I said to my friend, I'm leaving. He said to me, nobody that I've taken here has ever left at 1 a.m. I said to him, I can't be seen whooping it up on the dance floor in Ibiza as chairperson of the May Institute, a highly regarded institution. He said, okay, we'll leave. So I get up and go with this guy, and we walk outside. There's a line of 100 people dressed up, waiting to get into Leo's, and he knew some of these people, and he was pulled aside, and they said to him, why are you leaving? And he pointed to me, loser American. So there's a lesson here. And there's a lesson to be learned for all of us. When you have the opportunity in our lives, after what we've been through, whoop it up. So again, thank you all, and stay well. We can't wait to see you next year. Take care.